We're not strictly CEDH. We play Commander for the chaos, creativity, and fun.
But is this casual game still fun when it turns into an impromptu game of archenemy? I'm Tim.
And I'm Kirk.
We're missing triggers.
And we're commanding all battlefields. Leading the charge is Alesha, who smiles at death. A relentless Rakdos commander who turns the graveyard into a weapon. This aggressive deck thrives on recurring powerful creatures to dominate the board and keep opponents under pressure, controlling the game with every swing. Coming in next is Xavier Saul, Infested Captain, turning mana ramp and untapped synergies into a swarm of unstoppable forces. This deck focuses on accelerating resources and repeatedly triggering Xavier's ability to flood the board and overwhelm opponents with sheer volume.
In the third spot, it's me, Tim. In this week's episode of How Can I Sneak Out a Win, I'm playing everyone's favorite Hydra, Zaxara. I'm looking to create infinite mana with either Penman's Aura or Free from the Rail to ping the board to death with Walking Ballista. Let's get it!
Third up, it's me, Kirk, playing Brallin and Shabraz. This deck spins the wheels hard, drawing and discarding cards to chip away at the table with incremental damage. All the while, I'm building toward a dramatic finish, swinging in with a massive flying shark to close out the game in style.
If you enjoy this content, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, remember your triggers.
Good luck on 5, I guess. Fun.
Let's do.
Alright, I'll start, I'll draw. I'll play a land, and I'll pass a turn.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. I'll draw. I'm going to play a Land of War Reborn tapped. Has draft 1, so it enters with a +1. And I will pass.
I'll draw. I'm going to feel really bad. Rejuvenating Springs. And, a Mystic Remora.
Nice.
The
Pass.
And I'll pass the turn.
I'll draw. Temple of Triumph. I'll scry. I'll bottom. I'll pass.
Hell yeah.
Alright. On top, I'll keep draw. I'll play a land. I'm going to tap for 2. I'm going to play an Inti. Inertia of the Sun. And I'll pass the turn.
Hey, I like that guy. I think I play that guy too. The discard guy? Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'll draw. I'll play Forest, and I'll tap 2 for a Ornithopter of Paradise. And I will pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. I'll pay for the fish. I'll pay for the fish. And I'll draw. Play a Waterlogged Grove. Tap it. Take a damage. Or a Deathrite Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Island. Tap for 2. You may have a card for a Boros Signet.
Hell yeah. Drawing.
I'll pass.
Alright. I'll on tap. I'll keep draw. I'm going to play a Mountain. I'm going to swing 2 at Tim. On attack, there's going to be a trigger. I'm going to discard a card and I'll put a counter on it. Then I'm going to exile the top. I can play this turn. Most likely, it's not going to be played. So I'll just put a counter on my creature. There's 3 heading your way.
1, 2, 3. Took it.
Right. And second main, I'm going to pay 3 and I'm going to cast my commander. Alesha. So Alesha has this is gonna trigger since I attacked. Her power is 2. I'm gonna bring back the cursed Marauder. When he TBs, each player sacrifices a creature or a non-talk. Has to be a non-talking creature, so I'll sack itself.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
That was cool. I'm glad I didn't have to.
Yeah, that may have got me. Let's see here. That sucks. I will play a Dark Slick Shores for turn. I guess I can do this. I'll tap 3 for a Evolution Witness. I guess it's fine. So whenever that ETBs, I'm going to move the +1 counter. So it has adapt 2, put 2 +1 counters on it. It's 2/1. Whenever one or more +1 counters are put on it, return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. So the Ornithopter will come back to my hand.
How are you putting a counter on it?
From this Llanowar Reborn.
Oh,
It
nice.
has +1. Yeah. And I will pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. I'll pay for the reward. I'll pay for the reward, and I'll draw a card.
You take one from Waterlog Grove, right?
Play City of Brass for land.
Wow. I see a theme there.
I'll tap it, take a damage. For a K9 Mark 1.
Alright.
He doesn't do anything right now. I'll pass.
That's it gives Ward 1 to like your legendaries, right?
Yes.
Alright. I'll untap after you draw. Sulphur Falls as my land for turn. Tap for 4 for a Brallin. Oof. The Sky Shard Rider.
We're going to be sacking creatures on his turn. Bad move.
I'd rather at least that commander can come back.
That's
We'll pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap, upkeep, drop. I am gonna move to combat. And I'm gonna swing Alesha at Foul and Inti at Kirk. So triggers are gonna happen. Alesha's gonna get a +1/+1 counter because she's attacking. And then I can discard a card. If I do, I will exile the top. I think I'm gonna discard a card. It's a land, so I'm gonna exile the top. It's a Judith, so I can play it until the end of turn. And then he's gonna have 2 counters.
I'm gonna block 3/2.
Okay.
So we trade.
She has first strike. Alesha.
Oh, just first strike.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna block it because I'm probably gonna have the second anyways.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna take this.
Fine.
I guess I'm.
Uh,
Yeah, I guess. What in the graveyard? You have the only creature you have in the graveyard is the one.
I still have a creature that, like when ETBs can sack.
Okay, I'll block. I'll block also.
Yep.
But you're a 4. Are you a 4/4? The other one?
She's a 4, yeah. She's a
The one
3/3.
the one attacking me?
No, yeah, it's a 4/4, yes.
Oh. Alright, I'll block it. That's fine. That's fine. I'll block.
Second main, I'm gonna play a Correction Tower. I'm gonna pay 3, and I'm gonna cast Judith. And end step, I'm gonna bring back the Curse Marauder, which ETVs, everybody has to sack a creature. I'm gonna sack itself. And Judith, whenever a creature I control dies, it deals with damage to 1 target. So, Jacob, you're right there. So, and I'll pass her.
I'll take it.
Alright.
Alright.
Through 2 turns, we need to murder this commander. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either exile, get rid of that accused marauder at least. I'll play another forest. And probably do nothing. Guess I'll do this then, because if anyone can remove it, I'm gonna play an intruder alarm. You can draw for the fish if it's still alive, yeah. So creatures don't untap during their controller's untap steps. Whenever a creature ETBs, untap all creatures. So if we can remove the Judith and no one plays a creature, he can't attack next turn. Because nothing untaps. Creatures don't untap. With that, I pass my turn.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Do I keep paying for the fish? I might as well, because I can't do squat. Tap. Take 2 damage. And I'll draw. This will go to 4. I'll play a Clear Water Pathway. Tap it for Soul Ring. Tap the ring for a Signet.
Jealous.
And I will stop there.
Okay, he has a lot of mana. Tap. Draw. I'll tap for 3 for a Frantic Search. You can draw.
Hell yeah. Drawing. Cool.
I should have tapped lands. 1, 2. Draw 2. Destroy 2. Commander's Insight. A Magus of the Wheel.
Nice. I mean, you can tap a card. You can tap the land that you have. So
That's
and then on that 3. Yeah. So you have one.
untap. I'll untap these lands. Tap for 3. Alright, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna do a Wheel of Misfortune.
Ooh, nice.
Please remind me how that one works. Is that the one where we all guess on that one?
Is this
We
the
don't-
pot
yeah,
one?
We don't guess a number, but I'm gonna use my calculator. We're all gonna write a number of how much life we want. Ready? All
Yeah, I'm
count
ready.
to 3. 1, 2, 3. All right,
4.
I'll lose 8.
Oof, okay.
Then
And I
every-
don't win.
And then everyone but Jacob wheels.
So Jacob don't want to wheel, huh? That's a good hand.
Is this a
It's an okay hand.
discard wheel?
Yeah, this is discard.
Yeah, discard and draw 7, right?
I mean, I'm getting rid of a board wipe that I think would help, but I can't play it right now. A land, a couple creatures, nothing really too important.
Yeah, I'm discarding 2 artifacts and a couple of things, but this is what it is.
Land, Destiny Spinner, Mana Dork, Tutor, land. How many? 7?
Yep, 7. All right, I'll play a plane.
Good to hear.
And then I will pass the turn.
I'm gonna think this was very useful. That's how I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna untap lands, not creatures. I'm gonna draw for turn. Wow. Okay. Damn. Alright, I'm going to play a mountain. I'm gonna tap for 4. I'm gonna play a Solemn Simulacrum. And then
Untap all
untap all my creatures. I'm gonna go look for a basic land. I found a swamp, which is gonna come into play. Tap, and I'm gonna move to combat. And no, I'm not gonna move to combat. Sorry, I'm gonna sack the Solemn Simulacrum for 2 to add 2 blacks. I'm gonna draw a card, and then I'm gonna play a Swift Puts, which I guess you could draw a card for Mystic Remora. Then I'm gonna move to attacks. That shit's gonna go Jacob. Judith is gonna go at Kirk, and Inti is gonna go at Tim. So triggers are gonna happen. I'm gonna discard a swamp to put a counter on Judith. Oh, by the way, when I sack the Sullen Simulacrum, I'm gonna deal 1 damage to Kirk.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna exile the trap. It's another land, which is gonna remain in exile. So Inti is a 5/4. Alesha is a 5/4. Judith is a 3/3.
I'll take 3.
I took
Yep.
5.
I'll take 5.
Yeah, because Judith give +1/+0 to other creatures. And then I'm gonna move to end step. I'm gonna bring back the Solemn Simulacrum. I'm gonna go get me another basic land.
All your creatures on tap. Also.
That's right. some simulacrum shuffling, and I'm gonna put it to play Swamp, and I'll pass turn.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
No idea. On tap, I'll draw a card.
I have board wide. I just don't have.
And I will play Karn's Bastion. I have it cleared actually. Yeah. I'll tap 5 for an Urban Evolution. Draw 3 cards. I might play an additional land this turn.
I'll draw for a Mystic.
Yes, you will.
And the fish putting in some overtime.
It is working.
Well, I ain't paying for it again, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a tapped Old Growth Grove, and from my extra, I have extra land drop this turn, and I'll pass.
All right, on your end step, I want to play a card called Force of Vigor. I need to exile a green card from my hand, which would be Kennen. Bye-bye, buddy.
And
Wow.
And dang, Swiftfoot Boots and your. It says up
it's
to. I want to let you guys stuff live, so I'll just kill the Swiftfoot Boots.
Okay.
50 boot. Alright, I'll untap. Upkeep trigger for Mystic Remora. No thanks.
Oh.
Too much mana. I'll draw. I'll play Wooded Foothills. For 3. Play Heuristic Study. Even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to play any creatures. I don't want to play anything, actually.
Yeah, this is Chaz.
yeah, it's bad.
I'll pass. Hopefully I'll just draw into something Heuristic.
Untap, upkeep, and draw.
He did warn us, though, so...
I mean, exactly what happened is what he said was gonna happen.
It hasn't been terrible. At least the game is going by kind of at a good pace.
Yeah, it's just stopping our asses every turn.
Actually, I mean, it makes our turns actually very easy. It's like, okay, I don't want to play any creatures. What else can we do?
We play an artifact
I played
and
a
half the
creature.
turn.
Yeah.
Play another Spry land.
You're shocked that there's no removal yet.
I'll keep it on top.
Oh, I have a bunch. I just haven't drawn any of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no has no removal yet.
And this for 2 for a Talisman of Curiosity.
Heuristic?
I will.
You better let me draw something, buddy.
Fine, I'll let you draw.
I can save us.
And then I'll tap for 2, and I'll let you draw again.
Nice.
Or this one comes in tapped, but it's a marble diamond. You can draw again.
I did. We await attacks.
We wait attacks. Like, is it worth it to even just get a blocker out? Just
I mean,
4 or 5 damage.
I guess.
I would have if I could have, to be honest, but
Alright. White, blue for some rabbit. Each player may draw a card. Then each player who drew a card gains 1 life. For a
I
tap.
think that's when he tap, right?
Yes,
yeah, it's when he.
you can draw off that.
Yep.
But his risk is study.
Alright, I'll pass.
The draws.
Okay.
I do have a lot of cards.
Tap. Keep. Draw. I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna play a Very Life. You can draw for a 6 study.
Buried alive.
And if it resolves, I'll go look for creatures and put them in my graveyard.
I'll respond.
Yeah, I figure.
Blue. Double blue for a mana drain.
Oh, nice. Well, that's 3 mana for you. Alright, I'm going to move to attacks. I'm gonna swing Alesha at Tim. Inti is going towards Kirk. And Jacob, you're gonna have a Judith and a Solemn Simulacrum going your way. On attacks, Alesha is gonna get a counter. I'm gonna discard a card and X on the top, which is a Withering Torment. And I'm gonna put a counter on ET.
I will put my little rabbit in front of the NT.
Yep.
How much am I taking from Alesha?
6.
Cool.
And I'm taking 5 total, or 6
You're
total.
taking 6 total. Alright. I'm gonna sack the Solemn Simulacrum to Correction Tower. I'm gonna draw a card. And then with the 2 floating, pay 1. And I'm gonna Withering Torment the Heuristic Study.
Withering Torrent, what's that do?
Destroy target creature or enchantment I lose to life.
Alright, dead.
And then I'm going to play a land because I haven't played a land for turn yet. I'm gonna move to end step. Solemn Simulacrum is gonna come back. I'm gonna untap all my creatures. I'm gonna go get me a basic land that's gonna come into play tap. Gonna be a mountain. I found with Solemn Simulacrum, and I'll pass turn.
Okay. I'll draw a
That's
card.
excellent. This Alesha deck's kind of cool, man.
Yeah, it's kind of mean. Let's see here.
You can get kind of meany.
Hey, you said it. So I am gonna see if I have a Bajuka Bog. I'm gonna tap 4 for dig up for its cleave cost. Search your library for a basic land or a card. I don't have to reveal. Put it in my hand and shuffle.
Hey, while you're searching, can I crack this land and search it up?
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Got nothing to do
Tapped.
with that. Put that card into my hand, and that may be my turn. Yep, that will be it. I pass.
Okay. Untap. Up you draw. What?
We need the commander gone. We need the commander gone.
But the thing is, even if he attack, like she doesn't have to attack. So
Yeah, I'm buying
That's
it.
what you're. Well, okay.
yeah,
If you would. All right, guys.
it's like it's tricky.
Needs 1 to attack. If you, I'm at the end of my turn. He will have 1 creature left.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. At the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn, yes. Just what I discarded a board wipe earlier that I can flash back, but he gets to choose.
The creature.
Yeah,
Oh, you get to pick. Everybody gets to pick 1 creature to live.
yeah.
Okay. All right, I use 2 colorless, floating from the mana drain, and get some creatures out. Here goes 1.
Elvish Spirit Guide.
Yeah. Desperation node. Tap for another green. For a druid. Somebody's gonna live on my board. I will pass. Fizzle other mana.
But, all right, so let's. I think it costs 7 set.
Nice.
Flashback. Divine Reckoning. Each player chooses a creature they control. Destroy the rest.
But I'm gonna have 3 triggers from Judith.
Oh, we lose.
I'm gonna-
Oh, so 0.1 damage 3 times.
I want to did 1 to everybody just to now,
Oh, that's really
It's to target. Yeah.
and I'll draw a card.
All right. Alright, he's the commander. Alright, and then I will cast a ponder. Look at the top 3. And I'll put one of them in my hand. I will take this card and then put them back. And that is all I can do.
End of your turn, I'm gonna pay Spice Master Bolt ability. So I'm gonna connive X, where X is the amount of creature that died this turn. So there was 3 on my end, there was 1 on your end, right, Tim?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna connive 4, which means I'm gonna draw 4 cards and discard 4 cards. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on her. So I'm gonna choose 2 creatures and 1 smoldering and 1 land. So one is Unstoppable Slasher, and the other one is Rakdos, Patron of Chaos.
Don't you have to discard 4?
That's right. That's why I was gonna discard an additional swamp.
Alright, so 2 +1/+1 counters.
Yeah. So that'll be up to 5. So I'm gonna untap. Keep. I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing Alesha at Kirk. So she's gonna be as 8/8. First strike going your way.
I got no blocks. I'm taking 8 commander damage.
Okay.
I think it's the first time I've been hit by that. So. Yeah.
Second main phase, I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna play a Phyrexian Arena.
Alright.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna play a land per turn that I haven't played. And then I'm gonna move to end step. I'm gonna bring back Rakdos, Patron of Chaos, from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's just gonna untap.
Flying trample.
And at the beginning of my end step, target. Oh, at the beginning of the end step already passed, so that's it. Nothing else.
Okay. If not, you're gonna draw a lot of cards. Alright, 6/6 flying trample.
On tap, I'll draw a card. I'll play a tapped lit Jar Mirror Lake. Doesn't do any good if I don't have any creatures. This is. So what needs to? It's like
The commander needs to go. The
Oh, yeah.
commander-
yeah, because this is huge.
And it's the thing that brings things back.
Yeah.
For sure, but do that. Yeah. Alright, I will tap 5. Right, yeah. For a Windgrace's Judgment. For any number of opponents, destroy target non-land permanent that player controls. So I will target Alesha.
I have artifacts.
Yeah, I think the Soul Ring. And then the Marble Diamond.
Nice.
And that'll be my turn.
Hold on, let me. look
Oh,
at
unless
this
you got
card.
something.
It says for any number of opponents, destroy target non-permanent that player control. So you're making target.
Yeah, it is targeting.
Huh. How would that work?
You have a deflecting swat.
Yeah, if I have the deflecting swat.
So you'll just target something else on your board, basically.
But it has to be
Non-light.
my board, right?
Yeah, but it has to be on your board. And I already targeted the sword.
Marble is fine. Yeah, marble is fine.
Fire marble spell.
And then, yeah, I think it's gonna be the Phyrexian Arena.
Alright.
Alright, that's my turn. Yeah.
On this step, I'm gonna Mystical Tutor.
I tried, you guys.
Yeah.
Alright. Demonic Tutor. I'll draw the Demonic Tutor. I'll shock in a Watery Grave. 1, 2, demonic tutor.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Check my hand. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Seedborn Ooze. Assume that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, your mana dork untaps also, but because of the intruder alarm.
Intruder alarm.
Oh yeah.
If you need it.
That is good. Just tap these two for a Swifty.
Take your damage. Take 2 damage.
Yeah, from these two. Tap to equip.
Okay. No response.
Alright, that's it.
Man, I thought you were gonna win.
No, I really, that Soul Ring, I really needed it.
And now you,
Sorry.
now you done goofed. I had a whole plan to kill this commander, but now I want the Alesha to stick around just to make. I'm gonna kill the Boreal Druid just so he brings back that thing. Seedborn Muse.
Go ahead, man.
I was quiet.
I'll tap a quick draw. 2 mana for a.
Oh, I am tap.
Thought vessel.
Thought.
5 mana. 5 white there. 5 mana for a flying shark.
Flying shark. Yep.
And then I will pass.
End of your turn. I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm gonna channel Takanuma. I'm gonna mill 3 cards, and then I'm gonna bring back a creature or planeswalker from my graveyard to my hand. So 1, 2, 3. I'll bring back the Demon's Disciple to my hand. And then I'm gonna untap. Upkeep, drop. I'm gonna play a land. I'm gonna tap 1 for the Soul Ring. And then I'm gonna tap Soul Ring and 1 swap for a Demon's Disciple. So with ETBs, each player sacrifice a creature.
Alright.
One swap.
On cast, I'm gonna tap to sack this land and draw a card.
Okay.
Okay. Go on.
Right, so everybody sacked the creature.
Boom.
I'm going to pay a black and thing to do the connive thing again. I'm gonna draw 3 cards, discard 3 cards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna discard a Stitcher Supplier, a Living Dead, and an Archon of Cruelty. I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing everything at. Should I be scared of Tim? I should be scared of Tim, right? Yeah, I'm gonna swing everything at Tim.
Is it all ground?
No, Rakdos is flying, and then Alesha's gonna get another counter, so she's a 9/9 first strike.
Block.
Yeah.
And then how much is the other one? 5?
6 in the air.
6. Okay.
So I'm gonna move to end step, and I'm gonna bring back the Archon of Cruelty.
Let me. Oh, okay. So you're just gonna draw a card and gain 3 life.
So yeah, I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose Tim, I guess. So Tim, you're gonna sack a creature which you don't have anymore, and you're gonna lose 3 life, and you're gonna discard a card. I'm gonna draw a card, and I'm gonna gain 3 life, and then Rakdos is gonna trigger. I'm gonna choose you, Jacob.
Discard
At
it.
the beginning of my end step, target opponent may
You lost
sacrifice
3 life,
2
Tim?
non-land.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't. So you draw 2. I only have 1 non-land permanent.
I'm gonna draw total 3 cards, and I'll pass the turn.
Okie
Oh, Knack of Truth, you come in. I'll tap my creatures.
I'll draw a card. That does me no good. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't even cast this. Jesus Christ. I guess I'm just going to tap a black and 2 for Insatiable Avarice. Search your library for a card, then shuffle and put that card on top. I think I'm just gonna play that Ornithopter once again, and I will pass.
All right. Untap. Upkeep draw. Bless the Admirer. Blue. Green. Black. Colorless. Zaxara. If that's good. Equip.
I'm gonna deadly relic your commander.
Ooh, I knew it.
When you move, I know you have a counter, but I'm gonna try to slow you down.
No, I do not have a counter. I'm dead. Do not have a counter.
Oh, I thought you had a counter.
No, I was just about to ball out and try to go for the win.
I'm sure you could probably go infinite, right? With the trigger alarm on the board, you just go infinite tapping that guy and probably
I don't care about
adding.
Alright, let's.
Well, when you cast a thing with X, comes a thing and you'll tap your commander again.
Oh, I don't care about X spells. All I want is infinite mana. Do I crack this land is the question. I might as well because I'm dead. Crack it.
Yeah, but you ain't got much.
Oh no. I had a basic swamp in there. Nice. Boom. Phyrexian Arena. Reclamation. Should I just do it for fun? No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. This cost me 3 life. To hand. Pass the turn. 1 life.
Jacob, do you have any way out of this?
I got, like, Are we allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah.
I got jack shit. Like, I can hold him off for another turn, like, if I make it to my next turn, but I ain't got nothing.
Before I even look, I'm ready to scoop. I think, I have no way out of this. This guy has a chokehold.
I've done 2 tutors, and it's like, dude, nothing in my deck is like, it just,
Yeah.
like, everything comes back. you know, short of a board wipe is the only thing that can, like an actual board wipe that can do anything.
I feel
And that's
bad.
still for just. No, I mean it's game,
I'm
dude.
totally fine with it, yeah. Like I'm ready. It's over. To me, it's over. I'm ready. I can call it right now if you're good, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I haven't done anything this whole entire game. That thing has me in a so cold.
Yes, it does. Good game, dude.